So we're here with roller derby play-by-play guy Andy Moran. So Andy, how's the game looking so far?
It's good. This is my first derby, as maybe some people can tell, but it's exciting, and they got to be athletic then, man. There's some big hits out there, but we'll see if Team Red can cut into the lead. Right now, Team Black is a pretty good lead.
Now, this is the first ever event in Dawson Creek, and it looks like the crowd is liking it.
Yeah, it is actually. They got a bigger turnout than they expected. They had 300 walk-ins just from word of mouth about this. Roller derbies are actually getting a lot more popular now, and I can see why. Again, this is my first one, so I'm trying to keep up, but it's a fast game, it's exciting, and I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, you got to make it back for the second half. And next up in our Who's Who segment, we meet the owner of one of Fort St. John's busiest restaurants. She's part-time chef, part-time barista, and full-time owner of a Fort St. John's staple. She's Marie Mallis, owner and operator of Whole Wheat and Honey. Marie has lived in Fort St. John since 2006, a long time for someone whose original plan was just a temporary visit.
I just had to come up here for work, and I thought I'd make a bit of money and then go back to the island and do what I had to do, but I actually really enjoyed being in Fort St. John and liked the energy of this town and felt like it could use the whole wheat and honey.
A self-proclaimed cafe addict while studying at the University of Victoria, Marie's inspiration came from her early morning drives to her pipelining work, where something just wasn't right.
Honestly, I was pipelining at the time, and I would wake up in the morning and want to go to a cafe and get my lunch and get something to go and get a good coffee. So this is what actually motivated me to do it. It was that going to work every morning and not having a place that I could go that actually drove me to do it.
And since Whole Wheat and Honey's launch in 2008, Marie's philosophy on her beloved food and coffee is simple. Make it fresh and produce it local.
We do make everything fresh daily, and that's kind of my vision for food, is to make the most of what we have and try our hardest to stay as local as possible. And then the coffee is all fair trade organic. It's just beautiful coffee. It's hard to beat.
And as she hustles to scramble the first eggs of an early Saturday morning breakfast, one might think, isn't she the owner?
I still work like shift work and on the floor and everything because it keeps me involved, and I'm involved with the crew and I'm involved with the product and the service in a way that's different than if I just work in the office and come in at 9 and sort of isolate myself from what actually goes on here. So it's such a hands-on job. And it's something that I wanted to do and that I love doing. I enjoy coming to work every day.
What started out as just a visiting pipeliner's pipe dream is now the cozy cafe on the corner, satisfying the food and coffee lovers of Fort St. John. For Go Peace Country's Who's Who, I'm Kevin Charach.